Hello, welcome back Halftime TV viewers and subscribers to another episode, and in this one we will be doing the predicted 11 for Jamaica versus Bermuda. Now, in the press conference that happened a little bit earlier today, Coach Steve McLaren, he spoke about a few of the Bermuda players that one in particular that he's worked with, Naki Wells, and how potent he can be in front of goal. And as such, I expect the coach to line his team up with this player in mind and what this player's strengths are. Having worked together at QPR, he's seen that this player can score goals, and we know that Wells is a powerful player. He's big, he's strong, 35 years of age, but that doesn't change anything, and Coach McLaren, he alluded to that as well. Who will be the 11, especially since a few of the mainstays in Jamaica's national team, they aren't there. We're talking about Andre Blake, Demari Gray, Leon Bailey, Bobby D. Cordova-Reid, just to name a few. All these players are creative, and, well, most of them are creative, but in essence, they form the core of the Jamaican national team, but they won't be here for this game. So, in their absence, who are the 11 that we're expecting to go out there to defend the black, green, and gold? Who are the 11 that we're expecting to go out there and to secure the first 3 points in the first game of the third round of World Cup 2026 CONCACAF qualifiers? I'm going to go through that in just a second, but before I do so, remember, smash the like button and subscribe to Halftime TV if you have not yet done so. Also, as soon as we wrap this video up, we want you to share your thoughts below this video. Let us know if there are players that we've included that you wouldn't include, as well as players that you think should be in this predicted 11. There are a lot of big names here. There are a lot of names that aren't so big, some debutants, as well as some who've been around the block a couple of times. We're going to go through it, and we're curious to hear if you think this team can go out there and get full 3 points, or if they aren't good enough. Now, let's get to it. Again, football is not played on paper, but Jamaica, man to man, has better players than the Bermuda team. And that's not no disrespect whatsoever to the Bermuda team. It is just what it is. The Jamaican players, or the members of the Jamaican squad, they're playing at a higher level, at least for the most part, than the Bermuda players. So in goal, I think the competition will be between Shaquan Davis and Jamali Waite. Jamali Waite older, than Shaquan Davis. He's also had more appearances, but for some reason, it seems folks don't rate Shaquan Davis that highly. I don't know why. Anyway, I'm gonna go with Jamali Waite in goal in the absence of Andre Blake. That's my preference. You can let me know if you agree, if you disagree. I'm curious. Let's hear what those thoughts are. But Jamali Waite in goal for me, and he will be replacing Andre Blake, who we know is basically the first name on the team sheet. He's the national team captain after all. So as soon as he's fit, we expect him to assume his spot between the sticks. The defenders that I'm gonna go with for this game: Damian Lowe and Richard King. So I expect Damian Lowe to play with Richard King for a number of reasons. I think, considering the coach has played with Wells before, you don't want two defenders out there that are super rash. And I think pairing Damian Lowe with Mason Holgate will be super tricky. I'm not sure if Ethan Pinnock is available for the game. If he's available, then it will be Ethan Pinnock and Damian Lowe. But I don't think he's available. So I'm going to go with Damian Lowe and Richard King as the centre-back pairing. As I said, putting in Mason Holgate in there with Damian Lowe would spell catastrophe for the Jamaican national team, because they're two rash defenders and both of them are susceptible to early yellow cards. You can't have that. I know the coach has worked with Wells in the past, and he will be mindful of that Wells is a player who uses his body very well, very experienced player as well, and you don't want to have your defenders on cards in the first half, especially against a player of his quality. I'm gonna go with the Greg Lee on the Am I going to start Greg Lee? Yeah, we're going to go with Dexter Lembikisa on one side and Greg Lee on the other side. So those are the 4 defenders that I'm gonna name for the Jamaican national team. So far we have Jamali Waite in goal. We have Damian Lowe and Richard King, centre back pairing. Then we have Greg Lee and Dexter Lembikisa as right and left back. All right, midfielders. I'm gonna go with Isaac Hayden. I think Isaac Hayden, once he's fit, he starts for Jamaica. John Russell, I'm going to go with the second midfielder here. So Isaac Hayden and John Russell. 4-2-3-1 is a formation I'm going to go with. So as I said before, Isaac Hayden and John Russell, those are the 2 that I'm going to put in midfield. As for the forwards, for the attacking 4, I'm going to go with Kaheem Dixon coming in for Leon Bailey on the right. On the left-hand side, Ronaldo Cephas. Remember, Demari Gray is not available. So Ronaldo Cephas, I'm going to go with on the left. I don't know if the coach will do this and start Warner Brown and Shamar Nicholson. So as a result, I'm going to start Casey Palmer in that number 10 position. And I'm going to go with Warner Brown up top. All right, so folks may very well not agree with this lineup. Again, Warner Brown up top, Casey Brown just behind him, and I know John Russell, he likes to get into the box, so I expect him and Casey Palmer to switch as the game progresses, one to stay, one to go forward, etc. So Casey Palmer in that number 10 position, Warner Brown starting as a striker, Kaheem Dixon on the right, Ronaldo Cephas on the left, John Russell and Isaac Hayden as the midfield pair. Dexter Lembikisa on one side, Greg Lee on one side, Damian Lowe and Richard King, the centre-back pairing, and Jamali Waite as the goalkeeper. So many questions about this team. As for Shamar Nicholson, I personally think the coach doesn't rate him very highly, and that's why I'm throwing in Warner Brown as the starting striker in this game. Bailey Kadematri, who knows, maybe the coach opts to go with him, having not seen him before. But even if Bailey Kadematri gets some minutes in this game, I expect it to be maybe in the second half, 60-65 minutes thereabout. I don't expect him to throw him in at the deep end. And as I said, I don't think he rates Shamar Nicholson very highly, although Shamar Nicholson would be, well, he is one of the more experienced strikers in this setup. Mikel Antonio, people will make a case for Mikel Antonio, but at 35 years of age and having not played competitively, and you can come in and say, oh, he's been playing for West Ham under 21 or what have you. I don't think that is the level that we're expecting now in the World Cup qualifiers. So I'm going to go with Warner Brown as a starting striker. Kaheem Dixon on the right. I don't think there is much competition for Kaheem Dixon on that right flank. On the left-hand side, Ronaldo Cephas. And then in the number 10 position, it could be anyone really. It could be anyone. It could be anyone in that number 10 position. But I'm going to go with Casey Palmer. He's had a good start to the season. And I think the smart thing would be to just throw him in there. Right? So, again, that's my starting 11. That's my predicted 11. Expect Bailey Kadematri to get some minutes in this game. Expect Karoy Anderson to get some minutes in this game. Coach rates him. But let's see how it plays out. I could be right. I could be wrong. We know how these things go. Also, let me see if I can add this here. Because, yeah, so also I think this game is a must-win game for Jamaica. Must-win not really in the sense of if they lose this game, they will be out. But must-win if we want to get our campaign going on a high, if we want to get the morale boosted in the team. And there were question marks over the squad when it was announced. If Jamaica goes on to lose this game or to draw this game, I think there'll be even more pressure from the masses. All right. Is it the strongest Jamaican team? By no means. But I think the squad and the team that I've named, they should be able to get 3 points against Bermuda's national team. But that's my opinion. Let's hear what you, the viewers and subscribers, have to say. Please leave your thoughts below this video. who would you replace from the 11 that I just shared with you? Who do you think should be included and who do you think should be removed? Let's hear those and more below in the comment section. And remember, like, share, and subscribe. Halftime TV here saying, until next time.